Hi everyone, and welcome to the first of possibly many segments of our new Vodcast. We are still in the process of fine-tuning, but we thought it'd be a nice way for some of you to familiarise yourselves with the various staff, volunteers and board members who make up the Metro Cinema family. In keeping with our current recommended social isolation initiatives, we've done this all remotely, as you'll see, and to get the ball rolling, I've enlisted the help of Talisha, Nick and Lucy, who you'll all meet momentarily. Really, the aim is to find out what we're all doing with our newfound time and discuss, however loosely, some of the thoughts and feelings that have occurred to us of late. I can't promise it'll even be half as coordinated or rational as that, but at the very least, we will do our best. So thank you for watching, stay safe and enjoy. We don't dine on a table anymore. We just do it in front of the TV because I'm going to get stuck into this quarantine thing. And that's exactly where I plan to do all of my eating from now on.
Yikes.
So things that we've watched. I know that Talisha and Nick are both still at school and you've been conducting classes remotely, haven't you? Mm-hmm. What is that
That's
like?
True.
I'm kind of recording, darling. All right. Well, it's probably just something on the hob.
It's difficult to focus, and it's difficult to concentrate on things that people are saying remotely as you're trying to learn and you can't see them looking at you. It's very difficult to retain a lot of information.
Yeah.
And then it's also probably not ideal to have NBA 2K20 on in the background.
So really, this is a discipline issue, not a remote learning issue.
True.
Sounds like.
Probably.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. I know the U of A did this yesterday, but Nate also just went to a pass-fail system.
Yeah.
Actually, the U of A was supposed to send out some kind of form to professors today about how to deal with switching from like the GPA to the pass-fail system. And I had a meeting with one of them, my professors, and she said they hadn't gotten it yet, so she's not sure if that's because there's a petition of like, a few thousand students who want their GPAs rather than the pass-fail, so they might switch to giving us a choice, or I don't really know what's going on. It's sort of...
I don't think you're the only one.
Up in the air.
Yeah. But Lucy, you teach in a school.
Not right now.
Not at the moment, though. But
anymore.
I take it you're not remote teaching classrooms of children.
That's
anymore.
the plan. Right now it's spring break, but that's the plan, is like remotely online teaching, but I have no idea what that's going to look like.
No, it's strange to imagine it from your perspective as opposed to the perspective of someone who's given an assignment and is then told to go and, fulfill the requirements of the question. Interesting. I haven't had to deal with any of that at all. You have
just been chilling.
You have my sympathies. Well, I haven't been. I have done a lot. I've figured this out. Let's talk about what we've been watching, because I know that I've probably watched a lot more than all of you.
Can I talk about something I just watched that I'm like jazzed
absolutely.
About? It's actually cinema, if you can imagine. I just watched film. I just watched the Orson Welles Jane Eyre, and it was wild.
That's
it's
highbrow.
It's very highbrow, and it's a really weird casting choice, and Orson Welles is like clearly just kind of too much of a genuine dreamboat to be in that role, and he's delivering lines in a really weird way, and I just loved it so much. It was great.
Yeah. Okay.
And they went really spooky with it, so like it looked like a Dracula castle, and it looked like there were like turrets, and it was like old-timey, and it was just a very weird choice for that too.
Where did you find that?
Just on YouTube.
Wow.
I think. Yeah, I think it's just on YouTube.
I thought that it was stupid having 5 separate streaming services until very recently.
No.
And I've just realised that it's totally worth it. I'm very pleased that I remembered to cancel my Criterion channel subscription today, because that would be $6, and I'm not paying $20 a month.
So you're saying you don't like real films?
No, I love real films,
He hasn't heard
Nick.
of cinema like I have.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out Canopy. Go and get Canopy if you have a library card. If you don't have a library card, it's too late because the libraries are all closed. So best wait till they open again. But Canopy is fantastic. It's a free service, although it does still limit you to... It limits me the general public to 5 screenings per month, but you students can watch as many films as you like, apparently.
I think for this month there's unlimited.
Really? I should.
I think they're doing a thing because I've been thinking about it. I've actually watched lots of things.
What have you watched, Nick?
Okay, so this is also a new experience. I don't know if anyone has done Netflix Party.
Oh, I still haven't.
You guys, Talisha and Lucy were talking about this the other day. We were going to co-watch Bridget Jones, I think was the... I opted out.
It's totally on Netflix.
That's very fun.
You have to. It's the law.
Okay. So what is the meaning of this?
I watched, well, basically, my parents, who got back from Italy, or have not left the house for 2 weeks. Tomorrow they'll be home for 2 weeks, so I don't even know if they're going to leave, but anyways, and my sister lives in Toronto, so my family was like, oh, let's all get together and watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail on Netflix Party, because it's like a family favorite from way back, and so my mom...
What is the communal element to this? Because all I can imagine is like this, but you're all watching a TV. Is that what it's like?
It's pretty much that, but like everybody is seeing the thing at the same time, so if one person pauses it, it's paused for everyone.
That would be... that opens doors for a lot of pranking and annoying people.
True.
Yeah.
There's a little chat window where you can type things in. It's not like it's a revolutionary concept, but it just helps kind of make that experience easier for everyone involved. And I don't know, but I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but I know my mom really appreciated it. So
I think that's a wonderful idea, and that's one of the things.
But with like the technology in A Clockwork Orange, where it holds your eyes open, so I can make people watch Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yeah. Actually, we could.
And by people, you mean Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Owen. Sorry, but
we should call this the Ludovico treatment. I think.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely, you could say anything you like within reason.
I also rewatched the first Austin Powers movie as a comforting kind of just, it's like a comfort meal of a movie, and it's still hilarious.
It is
so
like
funny.
The baked potato of films, isn't it?
Nice. I did watch one other movie that was a real piece of film. I watched Mishima: A Life in 4 Chapters.
That's a real film.
Movie.
Yeah, that is a real film.
Which is super good. Also very good.
And a soundtrack by Philip Glass.
Yes, very good soundtrack.
Outstanding.
I've been watching Winona Earp on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And while I attempt to do homework, I've been watching The Great British Bake Off in the background.
Actually, The Great British Bake Off is what inspired me to watch one film and 2 documentaries this morning. I was watching a highlight of The Great British Bake Off with Louis Theroux, who took part in it as a celebrity. So I then watched what was it called now? I wrote it down. Louis Theroux, The City Addicted to Meth, and it is a documentary about meth addicts in Fresno, California. It's fascinating. And after that, I went straight to the documentary made about Miami's mega jail, which was a 2-part documentary about life in this giant prison in Miami. It's fascinating stuff. And then after that, I watched My Scientology movie, which is amazing. I don't know if anyone saw it.
And you watched all of those today?
All of it? No, well, that's not all I watched today. I also watched Inherent Vice today. And now I'm in the background is Hoop Dreams, but you can't see that unless you're watching this other screen, which is
Hoop Dreams is awesome.
Hoop Dreams is awesome.
Amazing.
And it's just found its way onto Amazon Prime, so that's exciting. And then what?
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, you go.
The reason I watched Inherent Vice is because that was the first thing I watched this morning. Because last night I decided to watch Phantom Thread. Obviously, a healthy digest of Next Generation in the middle of the day. I like to keep things lively.
I also watched Darmok. I watched Darmok yesterday.
What's Darmok?
Darmok and Angelad at Tanagra.
Oh yeah,
When the walls fell.
When the walls fell.
Timba, his arms wide.
Amazing.
I feel like in comparison, we're really not watching enough stuff here.
And apart from that, and setting this up, of course, and learning how to live stream a DJ set, and trying to think of how I can make this in any way interesting for people that don't know any of us. Speaking of which, we haven't introduced who any of us are.
Oh yeah.
Which is often the thing I'll forget to do at the beginning of the podcast. But my name.
This is very informal.
Yes, it is. It has to be. My name is Owen Armstrong. I'm the one of the projectionists at Metro Cinema. I also co-host the Metro Cinema Movie Trivia at the Tavern on White on the last Sunday of every month, but not this one probably, and probably not the next one either. And I also curate and host the podcast Close Up, which you can find on a bunch of streaming services, which I'll put a list of somewhere on a screen at the bottom. I'm doing this thing that they do on YouTube. Look down here and there'll be a link to stuff. I don't know how
It
that
looks
works.
like you're reading your own biography, just so you're aware.
I'm looking at a camera.
No, you are. Okay.
But we also are joined by Talisha. Say hi, Talisha.
That's me.
That's you. And what
Hi.
what is your function at your primary function at Metro? Yeah.
I'm the communications specialist and a house manager at
Yes.
Metro. I'm also a full-time student at the U of A and a regular contributor to the podcast.
That is correct. Lucy,
Yeah, I'm there all the time.
you are. all the time.
Sometimes I'll view films, and also I work front of house.
You are a dedicated patron as well as a dedicated member of staff.
I'm Nick, and my primary function is meat bag.
Meat bag.
That's it.
That is incorrect. Nick co-hosts the trivia with me, don't you?
True.
Yeah.
That's true. I also am a projectionist at Metro sometimes, if I feel like it.
Yeah. Although not at the moment, obviously.
Nope.
And yeah. All right. Well, I think
Can I
that.
just
Yeah.
ask a quick admin question? Are we gonna be our little faces on the side? Are they gonna be on it? If I leave to go get more tea, is that gonna be a problem?
If you leave to go and get tea, is it? No, you can get.
Because our little side, the main person is the only person who's gonna be shown, right? Or no?
No. What?
It
So
depends how your view is set up.
Yeah.
Mine's got 4.
at the moment,
on
I've
the full
got
screen.
4 up because I want to record everybody. So as you can see, we're still figuring a few things out, and when I say we, I mean me, but infinite thanks to Talisha, Nick and Lucy for volunteering to be the first in this little social isolation experiment. We'll be back in a few days, so keep your eyes peeled on Metro Cinema's various social media channels, but in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Till next time.